Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy JB, and I'm back for another episode of Power of the Third. This is part two.
Yo, it's
Coming back
Joe.
in, it's your boy JB with my boy Joe, JP. We're gonna get back into it. Part one, we was discussing travel. What else were we discussing?
Favorite place? What was we talking about? Drinking.
Drinking, alcohol, and he just asked me what my dream, like, accomplishment was, and I told him financial freedom. So let's talk about it.
Mine's the same. Plus the addition of worldwide peace and of course impact through message. You know what I'm saying?
World peace.
Yes, it's Joe Mitchell in this thing, man.
Man,
Trying to make shit happen real.
all too often, and I don't wish this on you, but like people that truly strive for world peace are often offed. So,
Always. Because it's not a definitive concept. And world peace ain't just gonna happen. Like
there's an agenda against it. Like, why? Why would someone plot an agenda against everyone getting along and like happiness?
personal greed, personal wants.
And I'm sitting here thinking about it. So, say we achieve world peace, right? Where do we go from there?
I mean, well, what's achieving world peace? You know, what stone marks? Okay, world peace has been made. What? No wars, no food, no hunger.
No food. I mean, no hunger. Right.
Yeah, wars.
Everyone's
of course.
shelter. No war.
Yeah, shelter. That takes a lot of work.
Right. I understand it takes a lot of work, and we're just scratching the surface.
But I'm thinking more of a mental world peace because it starts from within.
Yeah, that is true.
You can't do any outside things without the mindset of realizing really that it ain't about you.
And so
Never has been.
we have to transmit that message.
Yes.
But how do you? I guess you can't make everyone listen. But how would someone go about influencing such a mass that the whole population has no choice but to conform to this mindset?
Understanding one that it ain't about you.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you have to be talking about has to appeal to the people that you want to reach. Which, you know, if it's everybody, then it should be all positive, mutual gains within each other. Two, you have to have an image that attracts people. You want people to see that you're bigger than average life.
Mm-hmm.
And that starts with how you carry yourself. You got to see yourself as a king. All men out there, you got to see yourself as a king.
Mm-hmm.
These ladies ain't going to treat you like no king if you don't feel like no king. Your parents ain't going to treat you like you grown if you don't think you grown. All of that starts with your mind, man.
That is so true.
And so that's the second thing to elevate and establish a world peace through icons, and another way is really just by reaching out with common ground, finding something everyone likes and we all can share with, like music.
Okay, I see. Yes, I see you.
Music, hooping, smoking. If people smoke, man, smoking marijuana. Bring people, stuff like that brings people together.
And so, on that note, where's I going with this? If I were to, let's say this video goes viral, right? And we're promoting peace and happiness and all this. And this makes it to, this reaches every crevice of the earth, right? Would you want to build a society that branches out from the earth? Like going into space? Colonize the moon?
Oh man, some baby steps. A lot of people I feel like are forcing things that may not be in our timeline.
But
starts with understanding it ain't about you, man. We try to force things that aren't in our timeline. May not be for our timeline.
but I mean that may not be true because like you were talking about what's his name, Avant.
Yeah. Clarence Avant, man.
He lived. I'm sure he lived from beginning of the freaking telephone
Yep.
to the iPhone.
Yeah. No, that's actually a good reference. We just talked about this too. For y'all who don't know, yeah, that's the Black Godfather right there, Clarence Avant. It's on Netflix. It's called actually The Black Godfather. I know really nobody our age is gonna know who that is, but he's put on everybody y'all know today. He helped Barack Obama be a president. He put on people like Puff Daddy. He was there when Biggie got shot. He's just been. He's also a civil rights leader, man. He was there with Martin Luther King. It's just, and it also goes to show you that the strength and numbers that we have when we use sources that people don't think are good regular sources to use on a daily basis. Things like vibrations, things like music and stuff like that, and like podcasts and things that we're doing, what people don't think we should be sitting and doing every day, we're doing, and that's gonna grow.
It's actually a very powerful vessel, which people I believe they kind of sleep on. Which I mean, everyone wants to do it, but not a lot of people take action and actually do it. It's like if you really want to make something happen, you want to make a difference. Then that one dream, you can have 5 things on your hand, but if you don't do at least one of them and stick to that persistently, you're not gonna reach the multitudes of people that you want to reach. You gotta find one thing, you gotta stick to it, and I'm sure he just wanted to make society a better place. So he took people that wanted to go different avenues, right? And he basically encouraged them and kind of pushed them along like, hey, I know these.
Literally opened doors for him.
Yeah.
He knew people. Making connections with people is dire in this society, man. This internet, man. If you don't know people in this internet world, who are you? Who are you if you're not keeping up with society?
And so check me out. As far as like social media and all the internet and connections, what's the difference between knowing someone online and the difference between knowing someone in reality? Physical.
Your image is your own creation.
Okay.
Online, you can be whoever you want to be. And in person is for those people who actually want to really know who you are.
Right.
You know, everybody got a little facade that gets people to, you know,
click
get their attention, and to make, you know, help make a bigger difference.
Right.
But the people who really know you, and people who want to are going to find out.
And guys, I cannot emphasize how influential this social media, podcast, internet platform is.
Man, yeah, parents don't even understand right now.
I do my very best to. I use Instagram for production purposes, but every once in a while I'll catch myself scrolling, and what the scrolling does, man, I'll go through the reels and I'll hear those little songs, like it'll be like vines, but the songs, and they'll just keep replaying and all that, and I'll catch myself brushing my teeth with the song, the melody stuck in my head. Never heard this song before, but after a day, I can't get it out.
Man, half the time they ain't even talking about shit.
Man,
it's just a catchy jingle.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah. Shit terrible.
Sometimes it takes you in the opposite direction, but you know, sin sells, bro. It's all good though. Got another one. If you could learn, would you learn another language?
As vital as it is to really try to learn Spanish, Spanish sign language, things that
Spanish sign language.
Yeah,
that's
things
deep,
that have huge outlets. Yeah. Anything nowadays, I've been learning like anything to help you to get you to your next goal,
destination. Okay, yeah, I got you.
All the tools that you can acquire. What black man you telling can't work at your job that knows Spanish and sign language?
Right.
Like what person?
Okay, and so what I want to I thought about learning Spanish, and like so I know the basics of Spanish, right?
Barely.
No, like working at my job, I learned the basics of Spanish.
We was cutting up in class.
We were cutting up in class, but like
Spanish.
I learned Spanish. I learned Spanish more at my job. I work at like a gas station slash taco spot, and you know when people come in, I have to know Spanish in order to take their orders. And I've learned to communicate one on one. But being in a classroom doing worksheets did not teach me Spanish. Man, it didn't teach me Spanish. But having to actually communicate on a basis where if I don't,
Does that throw shots at schooling system versus the street system?
and that's kind of where I was going with it. Is like I was gonna learn Spanish, but whatever environment I'm in, I'm gonna have to adapt. And so what school does, it puts you in a controlled environment where outside things can't influence you. So when you get into the world, that's why a father is so important in the house. We'll get back to that. But if I get into the world and I'm surrounded by things that I don't know, then the world is gonna eat me up and chew me up and spit me out. In a classroom, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're not cutting it. It's okay. We'll help you." Da da da. They'll coddle you.
Another class.
Yeah, we'll coddle you. We'll make you feel like it's okay that you're not producing the kind of results that you should be, right? And so you get into the world, and if you're not doing that, you will get left, you will get stepped on, and you will get chewed up and spit out. And so why I didn't need to learn Spanish, or why I stopped trying to learn Spanish, is that the world that I'm going into calls for me to be well versed in just English literature, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with learning Spanish.
There's nothing wrong with learning Spanish. Being bilingual is a huge flex.
One of the greatest, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge flex. But there's also the thing about if you're going to be bilingual, you also need to be well versed in English. Don't be illiterate in English and then half learn Spanish or learn the basics of Spanish because you're gonna look, I'm not gonna say ignorant, but you're just like, okay, if you speak Spanish and you're fluent in Spanish, don't you want to completely immerse yourself in Spanish culture and all the Spanish language that you can before you try to move on to English? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like with English, you're never gonna be done. Any language, you're never gonna be done with it.
Yeah, it's constant learning.
And so if you're in English, it's gonna prey on Latin. Latin is a dead language, but it's also alive in English. You know, if you read your Bible, if you read Quran, Torah, all those things, they have Latin context, diction in there. And so since everything is literally connected, right? Learning the best of English is going to help you with other things. You see what I'm saying?
Best with your language, yeah. That's your language.
And then if you're living in the US and you move to Mexico, you're going to be exposed to Spanish. Therefore, naturally, your mind is going to start learning Spanish. You feel me?
Mm.
If you go on a basketball court and you get picked up on the team, you're naturally going to become better at basketball because you're in the environment of basketball. Your mind picks up on the things that are done, and you're going to try to imitate or improve them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, your mind is gonna figure it out itself because the basic instinct is survival. You realize if I go to Mexico and I don't know Spanish, I'm going to die. And maybe it doesn't get that deep, but
a lot of people in Mexico speak.
But the reality is it gets that deep.
In Mexico, I think you'd be alright because a lot of people speak English because they trying to cross over.
Well, the thing is, like, English is the most spoken language on earth.
No.
After Mandarin.
No. What is it? Arabic.
No.
Was it Arabic or Hebrew?
No.
Yeah.
English is the most spoken.
Is not the most spoken language. I looked it up.
We'll look it up right now because this
English is not
My camera follows me wherever I go. Do 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 do. World's most spoken language. Oh
It can't be English. Yeah, Arabic.
Whale.
Get your knowledge up. It's Arabic, as I said.
274 million
Yeah,
speakers.
man. Well, bunch, man. But people don't know that because we're all ignorant. So a lot of things people don't want you to know. But I was like, English is probably in the top 25, if that, as far as languages known. We just, we live in America. So
But it's like, isn't
we know
it?
English.
Isn't it like one of the most?
That's how big the world is, though, man. The world is bigger than just us being here.
Facts, and that's why I want to see it.
Probably think English is the most spoken language. Like, oh, white girl be like, hell yeah, duh. We speak it. We all speak it.
Trying to clown you, I guess. Well, I learned something new today, and so when I start my journey on reading the Quran, I will try to get both translations.
Arabic is tough. It's one of the most difficult languages to learn.
To read.
Chinese is the most difficult language to learn. You can actually fact check. Chinese is difficult. Very difficult language.
But like reading Arabic just looks intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh.
Look at that. Saved it. Oh.
Brought to you by. Is it off now?
Yeah, you gotta plug it up.
Damn.
Charged up. You trying to have a So my boy JP, he does freestyle. I mean, not freestyles. He raps. He's on his
freestyle anymore.
He's on his journey to.
Scary, man. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, another rapper in the game.
He's on his journey.
Nah, man, it's gonna be way different, bro. Way different.
I'm never, intimidated by another rapper. What you call it? Speaking, just because new rappers come all the time. Nigga, Gunna came out like 3 years ago. I mean, maybe he's been out. You feel me?
6, yeah.
But like,
He didn't start getting
yeah, he
until
didn't.
about 3 years.
Yeah, hop on the scene to like.
Yeah, man, it's power of that movement.
Yeah. And
Everybody
now, for a fact, I know that hip hop, American hip hop, is the most listened to music on earth.
Yeah,
I know this for a fact.
It's gotta be. That's probably because of all the views it makes and all the
It's so powerful. It's so eye catching, and it just resonates with your soul.
But yeah, as he said, as I'm trying to go through this journey, it's about vibrations. It's about the art of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's about bringing people together. Everybody can listen to something and then make a connection with it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not freestyling anymore because I don't want to just rap about nothing. I don't want to just say, people are quick to be like, I wrote this in 15 minutes. I just came off the top of my head, but aren't talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? Not speaking no progression, not showing no pain, not showing anything beneficial. So but that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and it's Joe Mental, man. Joe is who I am, is who I've always been. And my mentality, which is the other side of it, is who I aspire to be.
And I will leave his information in the description below. Yeah. Go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram or Snapchat, all that.
Get going soon.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't got it up yet, but it's coming.
But okay, so how do you feel since your journey is you're not in a rush?
No, can't.
Because it's about like the journey to get there. And how do you feel where you're at right now?
Well, it's just a long road. I'll tell you that. From going to school, went to Sam Houston. Shout out to them Bearcats. You already know how it go down there in Huntsville. Went to Sam Houston for sports broadcasting, man. Always wanted to do that since like the 8th grade, maybe 7th, 8th grade. But I've realized I've always wanted to participate in music. I've always been a musician at heart. I know I'm the ox runner everywhere I go. So I used to always rap, always do poetry and English. So it just resonated in me that maybe my true purpose isn't what school told me I should go do. You know, what the path school gave me by the options and curriculums that I was shown, but maybe the options and curriculums that my mind shows me. You know, so I told myself there's better for me, and there's better I can impact other people with, and with the tools that I have. Yeah, I want to do everything, man. I want to be like the next Clarence Avon, man. That connector, but add more of the, of course, the music.
And for all y'all in school right now, this is not a diss on the college system. I am currently in college, and I am studying to become a nurse. But knowing him for as long as I have, he wanted to be a sports broadcaster, and then I know he noticed it his own self. But as I began to watch NFL and all these broadcasting, none of these people have a broadcasting degree or a communications degree.
Not
they are
anymore,
ex-players, or they
That's a good point.
know someone that knows someone.
Hey man, great example is that fight. Who fought? Tyson and Roy Jones.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg was down there saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say, man, and it goes to show you that you set your goals and you get there to the highest of its degree,
Right.
and everything just pays out. I believe a lot in karma, almost as much as religion itself.
Well, I think that's.
Because I
I
think
think
it goes hand in hand.
you know, since they're all connected,
Yeah.
wouldn't even the Bible references karma, right?
Yeah.
When you do what God
It
says,
just means do good, man.
eventually He's going to bless you.
Yeah, it just means be a good person on this earth, man. And that karma comes around. For sure.
And it's not an easy road, because if it was easy, everyone would take it.
Yep.
So you have to practice it, or else if you don't use it, you what?
You're losing that.
You lose it.
You're losing it.
So
And these two rich, wise people talking here. So
yeah,
but with a lot of room to grow, man.
don't ever stop.
Me realizing I don't know nothing right now, man. Nothing.
He's 21, I'm 20, and man, I think we just grew up in wise environments, or harsh environments where we had to adapt
Really quick.
and we had to become bigger than what we were, or else the world was not going to be kind to us.
Yeah, and that's just out of not only just being black in general, but just not being natural born trend followers.
Mm-hmm.
We aren't natural born trend followers. We ain't never did what everybody was doing. We was always doing some different shit in high school.
You're right.
And that variance just definitely shows why we chose the career paths that we chose, man. We're like, okay, let's do some different big money stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do things that are always gonna constantly bring us that bread and that motivation to wake up every morning.
Instead of doing the practical.
Yeah,
Man.
Instead of doing the practical.
Graduating high school. All right, let's talk about that, because man, that'll give me what I need right there. So, referencing high school, coming out senior year, I went into the college system. I made the dean's list my first year, but realizing that I came from high school, what the man I was actually a boy coming out of high school. 18 years young, I was a boy, because the system coddled me. You was grown? I was not, like, looking back, I was a boy, because I was doing boy things. Man, like, yeah, like, I was making my own decisions. Yeah, I'll go do this, I'll go do that. But there was no particular end goal. It was what somebody.
Do live in the moment.
Yeah.
You was that kind of cat.
Was what somebody, whoever put that agenda on me, I'll probably, sure, why not? Fuck it. But I wasn't gonna be typical. I was gonna be extraordinary. It was just in the environment of the basic things.
Yeah,
So
with pretty women, tough athletes, smartest nerds,
so
smart people.
so let's take this for example, right? I don't know. I was at a kickback, and conversation. I don't know. It was like two truths and a lie or something. It was some stupid drinking game, and the bottom line was I got into a debate with a guy about like I guess how to treat one. I don't even remember what it was about, but he was saying all the cliche, predictable things that were trendy instead of manly things that were right, that were moral. And so I didn't try to change him, but when it clicked to me that, I don't have to combat his notions with mine, it kind of woke me up that, hey, I should be doing my own thing. I should be the one having these events, and I should be the not the center of attention, but I should have the control, I was going with the flow, but I was being myself truly, but I wasn't I wasn't the controller of the situation. Not to be like grippling or choking, but if I want to like let's say driving for existence. If you're going to a party and you have a car and someone else has a car, but y'all decide to carpool, you don't get to decide when to leave. If you rode with someone, you don't get to decide when to leave. And why is that?
It's just common courtesy, man.
Because you're on their
You're on
time.
their time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so those are the kind of decisions. That was an example of the choices that I had to make. You feel me?
Now, with that, of course, is again adding other things like the root of it, of course, which is it ain't always about you. It ain't never has never been. Certain people I wouldn't even have in my car, period, anyway. So that cancels out those people.
Right.
So obviously, if I have somebody in my car that is riding with me, it ain't really gonna be you're on my time. Well, of course you are, but
yeah,
I'm never gonna stress you as hey, you're on my time.
Type deal.
It's really like, hey, we made a plan that you're gonna hop in my car,
and we're gonna
do this
time,
plan
yeah.
on our time. Yeah. But yeah, you're right though. People you don't mess with, people you don't know, if they ever need a lift,
like on a whim kind of
a girl. Yeah, you taking a girl out, man. They are not on their time if you driving. You driving is on your time.
Mm-hmm.
You taking that girl out is on your time. You have to show her how the way men are supposed to be, which is according.
I probably shouldn't have said control. Probably what I meant was more like stronger.
Yeah, you just have to be more assertive.
Mm-hmm.
Protect yourself more than protecting other people.
Because what people will do is they will try to see how far they can go with you.
Yep.
And your level of tolerance has to be low. Because people will continue, they will try to take advantage of you. And so we're going to do one more and then we're going to wrap it up. Because my boy got a long drive.
Man, you didn't even think about it.
You'll be alright. Last one.
You ready? Are you, I don't know if you were thinking of something, but, you think you're ready for a relationship? What does it take to be deemed ready as a man for a relationship? For girls, I'm going to explain to you really quick how girls are ready for a relationship. They say, okay, I'm done doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm now ready for a man who really is going to do what he wants to do. That's for the best for us. So I'm done with this. Girls get to make that decision very fast. Men have to be like, oh, but I don't know, I like her, but there's so much else going on, and because we don't have the experience, obviously, that girls get on a day-to-day basis. They get tired of stuff. They require change. They want that loyalty more than anything because all they get is the same.
Right.
The same.
And with your answer, I'm going to say yes. Because when you say when a woman gets tired of doing what she wants to do, I am that man that can be the one that provides and do the things that are suitable for both of us. But my dilemma is countered this woman yet, because a lot of these women out here are girls. They're not. They're either girls or they're women. It's hard to find a lady because all of them want to have a small waist, pretty face with a fat ass,
Megan knees now. Hey,
or
stick with the trends. It's Megan knees now.
or a body yaddy yaddy, or a summer hot girl,
man.
whatever.
Bless them all.
I have yet to find a civilized woman that. How's it going? You want to make a guest appearance? That's ready to accept what a man has to say and relinquish that role of not necessarily independence, but, being in control.
Not only being in control, but understanding that there's mutuality in just having wants.
Right.
You need love, man. Without it, man, what purpose are you serving, man? If you don't love not even yourself, just other people. So I don't know. We talked about this a long time ago. That we were sitting in the car, man. And I said, it's crazy that you can hear something like, "I'm a queen," or, "I'm a baddie. I don't need no nigga. I don't need no guy. I'm a queen. I don't need a man."
But what's a queen without a king?
By definition, ladies, look it up, man. Knowledge is power. By definition, to be a queen means to serve under a king. To be of kingly grasp, which means you are attainable enough. You are a bad bitch enough to where a king chose you to help you get wherever you want to go. Like, that's how it's supposed to go.
And what I see in women, and I know everything is about perspective. So what I do, I try to limit how aggressive I am with this perspective of it. But a woman they're hesitant to, when they find a king, they're hesitant to be like, wow, that is a king.
Oh no, yeah, they don't realize it, yeah.
And then that voice in their head is like, but
my pride, yeah.
My pride.
How I am, I'm the best of the best. You can't just get me. It ain't that easy. You gotta let your pride down, ladies. Yeah. You got to, man. We know what you want.
And the thing is, like, men are meant to be prideful, or else your whole family is getting slaughtered.
Your whole family's in sake. Facts.
If you don't
have no confidence, if you have no pride, no self importance for what you care for, shoot up and spit out.
So,
yeah,
man, guys, continue to be confident. Raise your level of knowledge, your level of prosperity. Continue to provide for your families. Look out for the people you love.
Yep. We didn't schedule this, but I wanted to add a little snippet of what I got going on. It's about time I do more of branching out and showing the world, what's going on with me. So, got a couple things here. What you want to hear? A freestyle? Something?
Y'all, this was not planned, so this is exclusive.
No,
like,
I have to, man.
Like,
I got no real bars.
Man, y'all don't even know.
It's about to get crazy.
Let me get your mic right.
Where we going with this?
I can't do that. Whatever resonate with your heart, bro. Cause
shit. Well, it's crazy because it's funny. The music always was funny. Every day I would hit play though, like it really was nothing. But I knew it was something. I had this feeling, what was it? Like it's a one-way discussion between my mind and my function. So it crafted my surface and created my purpose. Maybe not for the turf, it's more than the closing curtains. I know me, I ain't perfect. Imperfection is showing. Switched up rhyme, yes, I'm knowing. Give me time, yes, it's growing. Like a vine, but not 7 seconds. I can see me on several records, but it's just me from Houston, Texas. Man, it's just me from Houston, Texas. I know me, I know the pressure. Friendly with zero effort, offend me and you know better. The ending is far too clever, my mind is racing. Check it. Vivid thoughts about reality that I'm misplaced in. Or maybe I was placed in as quality replacement. Restoration chasing. Next breaking from every pair of shoes my feet were laced in. My confidence lacked. I always had a backpack. I never had me a strap because my words would clap back. I like them words when I rap. Intricate verbs when I spat. They on my mind and I remind you by the word that's attack. It's the word for attack, but it can also attract the spotless mind. I'm not Janae, but that's a verbal subtract. I'm here to vibrate, in fact, fulfill my intuition. Pivot the thought of a better world that my kids could live in. Knowledge is ammunition, and certainly the conditions are perfectly in position, and certainty blurs the vision. I never made the cut, the decision made the incision. The mind's a prison that robs the pureness of what it lives in. NASA gang, cause the sky's the limit, my life's a mission. There's more to life than delivery in them dirty dishes. He bought that big money, pass it to him. They heard about it. He want that thick shorty, ass and bosom, that curvy body. It's that curvy body that seems to curve everybody. She craving attention and waiting to swerve on anybody. That's real. Understanding that deception's a lethal weapon. The Smith without the Western is powerfully manifested and used for your own protection. People count their blessings, forget to learn their lessons, and when it gets too stressing, the battle's not with depression. This is a primal message. You just using me for leverage. This is Joe Mental, man.
Yo, y'all heard it here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and drop y'all feedback in the comments,
Joe
yo.
Mental, man. We're here, man.
Hey, man, say, man, that's a hit right there. I'm calling it before it even hit the track, man, because that's some real life ammunition.
Knowledge is ammunition, man.
I don't care what nobody say, man. Y'all heard it here. And as we look back in the archives, y'all already know where it came from first. It's your boy JB, Power the Third. Got my boy JP.
Joe
Go
Mental
check him out, Joe
yes,
Mental.
sir.
Hey, it's been your boy JB, Power the Third. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Go follow my boy on all
Instagram,
platforms.
Snapchats, yes, sir.
I'm going to have all that in the description. We out.